Welcome to Week 8's installment of the Choo League Live. I'm your host, Martine. Let's get right into it, shall we? The tides are starting to turn, folks. Team Tits was Team Ass this week as his butthole had the biggest swell of the week. Surfing into this week's high point scorer title is none other than the Butthole Surfers. TBS overcame the single highest point scorer of the week in Alvin Kamara as he was led by massive performances from Jalen Hurts and the Cheetah. Team Ass started 6 new position players this week and ended his winning streak with a crashing halt. Had Team Ass made better waiver wire selections, he very well could have overcame the pain that is TBS. The Rocks started the wrong bros this week as Puff Puff passed him in the scoring to get the win. PPP now advances further in the standings and continues his stay tied in our league's #1 spot. The Rocks bros' anxiety soared as PPP didn't lock up this week's win until Monday Night Football, where we saw Nick Chubb continue to shine and lead the league in rushing. Travis Etienne Jr. also had a huge performance this week. In other news around the league, the champ claimed his 4th straight win this week, defeating Sub-Zero by almost 50 points. Donta Foreman, Jalen Waddle, and Stephon Diggs all with great games. The champ is now back tied for first place in the Choo League. CC Klitz continued his dripping wet performance streak with his 4th straight win, defeating Matthew and his team in a close matchup this week. King Henry rumbled for 40 with over 200 yards rushing, and DeAndre Hopkins added another 35. Had Matthew started all the correct players, he would have led the Choo League in scoring this week. And a special shout out to AJ Batman Brown with a game to remember. 41 points and 3 tutties. He was even so confident out there, he was screaming, him, bodies, bodies, bodies. And we liked the flag. Go Phils and Birds. And the Budfather had another win, getting another tense game coming down to Monday Night Football. Amari Cooper getting it done with another great game for the Browns wideout. Had Smooth B Bulls decided to trust their 6th-round draft pick in DK Metcalf, he too would have won this week's matchup. If there's one thing you learned this week, it's most likely not to trust your gut. Start overthinking it because it can't get much worse. As we look forward into our Week 9 matchups, we have one for the ages. Our 2 first-place teams face off head-to-head in what may be our biggest matchup of the season. Will the champ be here? Or will Puff Puff keep on passing and continue his blaze of glory? That's it for your Week 8 recap of the Choo League Live. Best of luck on all your parlays and games next week, fellas. Yours truly, your general manager, Martine. Phillies win the World Series in 5, baby.